And that sort of brings us to the idea of COVID. We hate to talk about it, but some people have been asking as well, just how do you deal with working in a COVID world? Like, how do you deal with working in a COVID environment from home?
We're just living, existing. So for you, I mean, actually, both of us,
Yeah.
Jess has been doing it as well. He's working from home. For me, it's not that different.
Yeah.
And like streaming stuff, obviously, is not that different.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was going to say, like, you know, because a bunch of you guys asked this, honestly. A lot of people ask, like, how have you guys dealt with COVID this year, and how have you dealt with working from home and that sort of change up in your life? And honestly, for me, this is going to sound crazy, but I feel like, aside from like eating out, like not going to restaurants and stuff as much, and aside from not going to places, I feel like my life hasn't changed that much. Like, genuinely, like, in terms of, just because we already worked from home.
Yeah.
We had like one of the only jobs, luckily, that was, we already were accustomed to that. It's really weird for me. It's like, I want to not work from home. I still haven't experienced what working in an office feels like.
You have a job now that has an office.
Yeah.
Or will have an office at some point. And you started...
And I still feel like a streamer.
You don't even really know the people you're working with.
Yeah, that's weird.
Because you haven't met them in person yet.
Yeah.
Or I assume most of them.
Yeah.
Does that feel weird?
I've met a couple of them in person, but I haven't.
Do you think it would be, like, is it throwing you off at all?
It is a little, it throws you off a little bit, because for me, it's very much, I think a lot about the fact that, I don't know, like, you know me, like, I love talking and I love being able to just riff off of what somebody's doing. And the thing I've learned as well in game development, and this is sort of going into some dark territory, maybe I can't talk about all of it, but, you know, like in game development stuff, think about it like this. If you're working on something, every single time you want to ask somebody or talk to somebody, you have to ring them up. Anytime you have like one simple question, you could text them on the team chat and stuff. But anytime you want to talk to somebody in an office environment, at least this is what's been told to me, in an office environment,
you just walk
there's
up to them.
There's a ton of times where you're walking the hallway, you're going to get coffee, and you go, hey, were you working on this bit? Or like, hey, do you have an idea for this? Or hey, I want to throw this idea past you.
Yeah.
And you just walk away. You know, it's super simple. But something about like not being able to have that interaction. Instead, you have to be like, no, I, JC, am calling you Matt right now. That's so much more intimidating.
It is.
You know what I mean? That's so much more intimidating.
Is.
In a way, even though it's from a screen, it's so much more intimidating to do that than if I was walking over to your desk and being like, hey, do you have an idea for this? Or hey, you know.
It's also like, it's hard to build chemistry that way and build rapport like as a team. And
I know, and that's what I want so bad.
I think one of the things, because Jess is in a similar situation. She moved out here in June and July, and she got a new job here. She hasn't been in the office at all. So she's never met any of the people she's working with in person.
Yeah, I'm kind of in a similar boat there with her.
Like she works from home every day. And for her, I think it's been a lot harder than, for me, I don't, this is always how it's been. So I don't think anything's changed for me really. But for her, she's like, I don't know these people. I've never met them. I don't know, like, when they message me something, I don't know, like I might be like perceiving it the wrong way because I just don't know how they are. And it's really like throwing her off a bit, I feel like.
It's like that moment, you know, when you text somebody in a relationship and you don't know how they're actually texting you because you're not in person.
They give you a K, but you're not sure if it's really like a sassy
K,
is that
or
it's like I gotta run, so I'm gonna really quickly type K.
Is that a I should never talk to you again K, or is that just okay? Like, you're just saying that really quickly.
It's like when you're like a mom or your parents or like an elder person that doesn't understand text lingo will text you a K, and you're like,
Mom,
can't tell if they're like really not happy with me or they just don't know.
Mother, no.
Exactly.
But it's like bringing that to, instead of just relationships, like girlfriend boyfriend relationship, to this is your work relationships are like this now. I'm gonna text this person, about this idea. Well, I don't know if they're gonna perceive that as me being this way or
text
me being
is
another
ugly,
way.
dude. Text gets ugly.
And then if you want to actually call, you have to be like, bing, 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 bing. Please answer.
Pick up a phone and call somebody in the year 2020.
Well, I guess not phone, but
Yeah,
computer
or
stuff.
whatever, Teams or whatever,
Discord.
whatever you use. Discord, bro. The gamers
Can you imagine?
communications,
Can you imagine that's where that's where everything's being worked on, just on Discord?
dude. It could work.
It could.
Discord's pretty good. I totally don't remember. Oh, yeah. So lockdown, right? That's where we were going.
No,
with this.
we're still on it.
Yeah. My mind's in a million different places right now, dude. I have too many ideas in my head. You know what I'm saying?
Guys, for those of you listening to this podcast, I don't know if you get the feeling of this yet, but these episodes are going to be very loose. We don't know what we're going to end up on. I don't even know how long we've been talking, to be honest with you.
I forgot to take the time. I think we're coming up on like 45 minutes ish.
Damn.
If I had to guess.
That's a lot.
Watch. I'm like on the money.
That's
like,
a lot. We haven't gotten to the
on.
Q&A section yet.
No. So we'll just keep going here. This is great. I like this though.
That's
You want it
fine.
to be looser? This is loose.
Okay, we'll keep it loose.
The one thing I did want to ask you regarding the COVID stuff, which is why I kept asking about,
Yeah.
if we're there still. When we're not in the COVID world anymore, or when things are somewhat back to normal,
Yes.
and we can start hanging out with friends again, I think we all would love to have a trip with a lot of our friends.
Yeah.
And I think the next thing coming up is really just like it would be a ski trip.
Dude, don't
That's
say
the
ski
first
trip.
thing I want to do, man.
Dude, it's
it
always
can
the ski
happen.
trip. It's always the ski trip.
Ski trips are fun, man. They're great. You
Not
get to-
always.
Listen, you're outside. You have a mask on already. Like it's kind of a convenient. As long as everyone staying at our place is straight, and we're all like okay with it and comfortable. It should be okay. It should be a doable trip.
Yeah.
And I think the mountains will be open. I think they will.
Yeah, I mean, it just depends. I think for me, God, I would take anything at this point. Hanging out with
Any
friends.
kind of, yeah.
Like, you're the only person I've interacted with
I know.
in months. It's like
That
literally,
sounds
it's really,
so sad.
it's really wild. Like, genuinely, even when it comes to like work and stuff, I'm
I
on
know.
the computer. I'm not
That's-
in person.
it's-
So it's literally just you, my girlfriend, and Jess, your girlfriend.
Yeah.
That's it.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's really the only people I really see. So, and again, I was living in Austin near Noah J456 for a bit, and I miss the man so much. I want to
Yeah.
go on a trip so bad with Noah again. Noah said he was doing something this week, I think. Like he was going to hang out with some friends or something on like a weekend. I was like, dude, if only I was there, man. He's like, yeah, but you're not.
Oh,
And
wow.
You could just, I
The
could just
low
fe-
blow.
I could feel just like this tension of, man,
The
I
low
miss him,
below,
dude. I really
dude.
miss him.
Bro, we got to make a trip.
Ski trip though is
Ski trip's good. Texas trip's great. The summertime Texas trips are going to become like a yearly thing, I think.
yeah, we've done it like every year for the most part.
I mean,
now.
last year, Canada and Texas were phenomenal trips.
Oh my god,
All the
Canada
boys,
trip.
you got 15 dudes in a house with unlimited White Claw. Like, what can go wrong? Nothing. Nothing can go
There's
wrong
still
with
a
that.
picture. There's a picture somewhere. I might have to send it to you so you can put it on this podcast. But there's a picture.
Not what I'm thinking of.
No, it's a
Okay.
picture. It's
Oh, we can't tell that one.
it's a picture of just the White Claw stack
Oh,
on
yeah.
the clerk's counter.
The pyramid.
Yeah, it's just this pyramid of White Claw, and this poor guy is like, checking us out. He's just looking at us like we've completely done him wrong.
There's like two people ordering 50 cases of White Claw. We genuinely had a obscene amount of White
What's
Claw.
so funny is me living there in Austin and going to Noah's house a couple of times. That White Claw was like still there, like a year later.
We bought so
Like,
much.
He's literally just held on to it.
He's just saving it for the next time.
Yeah, he knows.
He's saving it for whenever this is whenever we can get back together with the boys. Dang, dude. Oh man, there's so many stories from
There's
just
a lot.
1-2 weeks of
even
trip.
with all of those topics we just went through, there's a lot of tangents we could still go on
Good.
in future episodes.
We got plenty of time. We got every Monday.
Every Monday. That's
So,
the goal. That's the
yeah.
goal. We want your Mondays, guys, to be a little bit better. Mondays suck for a lot of
Yeah,
people.
but
let's be
now
real.
you got us.
Yeah.
They suck with two irrelevant dudes. So what could be better than that?
You're working on homework? Well, you better be listening to us talking about Tom Holland. I swear to God. Guys, again, want to ask us questions or have topic ideas, always feel free to leave them in the comments below on YouTube, or send us a tweet or something on Twitter with a topic idea. Hell, on Insta, literally any place, we're probably going to see it.
Send a pigeon.
Send a pigeon.
Whatever you got to
That is
do.
right. Yeah. Send a pigeon.